Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back once again in my class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at your home. My dear students, today we are going to start revision of lesson 1, The Flint, in English literature. Here on your screen on page number 9, wonder is given, as well as there are so many stones, pictures of stones and names of stones are given. So first we are going through the ponder. Write one word is to complete this comparison. First one, as soft as cotton or sponge, as large as whale, elephant, etc. 3, beautiful like a rose. Okay, now fourth one, hard as rock. Fifth one, shines like a star. Sixth one, busy as a bee. 7, as bright as sun. As small as mole. So these are the comparisons we have completed here, and we have written there one word for each of them. Now second, match these stones with their names. So first one, you have to match diamond. So number 1, diamond. Now emerald. Emerald, the color of emerald is green. So third number stone is emerald. Now ruby is red in color. So fourth number, ruby. Now the fourth one, sapphire, that is in blue color. Now second one is blue. Now fifth one is opal, that is something whitish in color. Now next thing, did you know amber is the softest gemstone and diamond is the hardest gemstones? Okay, amber is the softest and diamond is the hardest gemstone. Now next picture is of the Queen Cleopatra's, and her favorite gemstone is peridot. Peridot was Cleopatra's favorite gemstone. My dear student, this is very important, that peridot was Cleopatra's favorite gemstone. Now we are going to start revision of poem. My dear student, this poem is written by the poet Christina Rossetti. She was born on 1830 and died on 1894. She was an English poet who composed a variety of romantic as well as children's poems. Her famous works include From Sunset to Starrise and Dreamland. Now we are going to start reading of the poem. An emerald is as green as grass, a ruby red as blood, a sapphire shines as blue as heaven, a flint lies in the mud, a diamond is a brilliant stone to catch the world's desire, an opal holds a fiery spark, but a flint holds fire. First 4 lines, my dear students. An emerald is as green as grass. So what is the color of emerald? Is green. Green as grass. A ruby red as blood. What is the color of the ruby? Red as blood, because the color of blood is also in red color, is red color. So here a ruby red as blood. A sapphire shines as blue as heaven. What is the color of the sapphire? Blue as heaven. What is the color of the heaven? Blue. So here a sapphire shines as blue as heaven. A flint lies in the mud. What is the flint here, my dear students? Here, a kind of hard grey rock that can start a fire when rubbed against something rough. This is flint. Now the second line. A diamond is a brilliant stone to catch the world's desire. What is the meaning of the desire? Means wish. So here diamond is a very brilliant stone. Brilliant stone. Which stone is brilliant stone? Is called brilliant stone. A diamond is a brilliant stone. Why? Why it is called so? Because diamond here to catch the world's desire. It catches the world's desire. Who? Diamond. A diamond is a brilliant stone to catch the world's desire. An opal holds a fiery spark. Spark means fiery. Fiery means bright, shiny. An opal holds a fiery spark, but a flint holds fire. This is very special property of flint, that it holds fire. Flint holds fire. I hope you all have understood it once again very well. Now we are going to start summary of the poem The Flint. Here the poetess admires the quality of flint stone in this poem. Why? Because she compares flint with the other gemstones like ruby, opal, emerald, sapphire, diamond, etc. So here she compares flint with the other gemstones. Emerald looks great in green color and so does ruby in red. Sapphire is blessed with heavenly blue appearance, but flint has to accept its muddy appearance. Third point, the poetess says that even with a muddy appearance, flint looks sober, simple, good. Not like opal and diamond who attract all the wealthy people, because all the rich people wanted to buy the diamond. But here, not like opal and diamond who attract all the wealthy people in the world. So this is the important point, summary of the poem. And here the theme of the poem is, the main theme of this poem is to not judge a book by its cover. The poem describes how all the gems are beautiful and shiny except for the flint, that is unattractive and lies in the mud. But also, although the flint lies in the mud and is overshadowed by the other more beautiful stones, it is the flint that holds fire. Only flint holds fire. By having the ability to create fire, the flint is more valuable compared to the more attractive jewels that are not as beautiful. I hope you all have understood it once again. Now it's time for your homework. Answer these questions with reference to the context. Your question number 1 is, a flint lies in the mud. Now your question is, what is a flint? Question B, which color, which other stones are introduced by the poet before the flint in the poem? Question C, name the colors used by the poet to describe the precious stones. These 3 questions A, B, C are your homework. I hope you all will do your homework at your home. Revise it once again, my dear students. One very important thing I want to inform you that please do comment in the comment section for your attendance. I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much. God bless you.